Two words that strike fear into the hearts of men: Viking Shield Wall and Berserker Fury. These are two of the deadliest weapons of the Vikings, but which is more powerful? Let's find out. The Viking Shield Wall was an evolution of the Roman testudo formation and the Greek phalanx, but was far more effective than either. The basic idea behind the shield wall was simple. Lock your shields together and you have an almost impenetrable defense. If you push forward as a unit, you also had a devastating offense. This required great teamwork and discipline, something the Vikings were known for, especially when compared to their uncivilized opponents. Just imagine being an Anglo-Saxon peasant who has never seen a shield wall before. You see this massive, well-disciplined group of men with their shields locked together advancing towards you. Your first thought would probably be, how can we stop them? They are so close, yet so far away. Their shields are locked together so tightly that not even an arrow can penetrate it. What chance do we have against such a formation? It is guaranteed to intimidate even the most courageous warriors. The shield wall was used by the Danes at the Battle of Hero in 864 AD, where they defeated King Edmund of Northumbria. It was also used by Ivor the Boneless and his band of brothers at the Siege of Dublin in 861, when they broke through the Anglo-Saxon shield wall and killed or captured the entire garrison. The shield wall could also be used as a battering ram, like a giant metal wedge that would crash into the enemy, breaking their formations and allowing the Vikings to plunder and pillage to their heart's content. But there were times when the shield wall wasn't enough. For those times, the Vikings had berserkers. Berserkers were basically elite shock troops, ferocious warriors who struck terror into the hearts of their enemies. But what made the berserkers truly terrifying was their ability to enter a state of frenzied rage. When a berserker went into battle, he wasn't fighting for himself, but for his honor, for his clan, and for his king. He would fight until his dying breath, ignoring pain and fatigue. To the Anglo-Saxons, it must have seemed like the berserkers were possessed by demons. How else could you explain a man continuing to fight even after being wounded multiple times? How could anyone be so aggressive and violent without being scared of dying? Well, it's actually quite simple. The berserkers weren't afraid of dying because they believed that if they died in battle, they would go straight to Valhalla, the Hall of the Slain. Valhalla was ruled over by Odin, the god of wisdom, war, and death. To get to Valhalla, one had to die a glorious death on the battlefield. The berserkers achieved this through sheer force of will. They literally scared their opponents to death. Imagine being an Anglo-Saxon soldier at the Battle of Karansebes. You are locked in combat with a Viking shield wall. The battle has been raging for hours, you are exhausted and demoralized. Then from the corner of your eye, you see a lone Viking warrior charging towards you. He isn't alone. There are more coming, and they are all screaming in that horrible, guttural language of theirs. They don't seem human, they seem like animals, wild, savage beasts who take pleasure in killing. And then you hear it, the sound that shatters your will to fight, the sound that makes you drop to your knees and beg for mercy. That sound is the war cry of the berserkers. It was a battle cry meant to strike terror into the hearts of the enemy. Now, you know what it means when someone says that the Vikings brought hell on earth. Berserkers were the perfect weapon to break the enemy's will to fight. And combined with the shield wall, they became an unstoppable force. No wonder the Vikings were able to conquer and pillage as much as they did. But which one do you think is more powerful, the Viking shield wall or the Berserker Fury? Comment below if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Thanks for watching.